Is it the calm before the storm? And I am not just talking about hurricanes here. We have a lot of action happening today. And covering it with me is an iconic New York Stock Exchange member, is an Einstein. Peter Tuchman from QMS. Hello, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hi. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. And unfortunately, Puerto Rico is getting slammed right now as Hurricane Maria, which is now a Category 4, makes its way up the islands. We have the Fed making historical announcement today on the balance sheet. But right now, markets seem muted. Why is that?
You know what? There's a Jewish holiday starting tonight at sundown. That could have a little bit something to do with it. I think there's so much going on. We saw a potential sell-off yesterday happen with the closing bell, and there were buyers for every downtick. It was sort of curious. So, look, it's the beginning of the fourth quarter. There are a lot of people who could be underinvested, right? There are people who have been watching this rally going, I can't believe it. When is the sell-off coming? And so it seems like there's a buyer for every downtick. So, that's keeping the market muted. We're trading in a super tight range, but at the high end of the range. Right, we've seen no follow through on the sell side, and we've seen the market inching itself up. Whether the potential. You would look at what's going on with North Korea. Right, we saw the president posturing that we will destroy North Korea. I mean, there are potential, and we have hurricanes one after the other that are biblical proportion. Yet at the end of the day, it's not really affecting the market. Not that the market doesn't care and that the people in this industry are not baffled and amazed and devastated by all the devastation happening around the world. But net at the end of the day, it's a financial decision. This is business. This isn't emotional, right? And net at the end of the day, people are buying the market. Market seems strong, trading at 22,000, almost 400. We're at the high end of the range on the Russell, on the S&P, all over the place, right?
Are you seeing the materials raised today and then shorting the insurers? Any pair trades there on the?
We saw. Look, your initial trade on the hurricane trade is going to be that the insurers got hit, but then we saw a quick rebound. That the reinsurers rallied back. So there's two sides of that trade. At first, you're going to see, a fear, anxious trade of what's happening and the devastation, and then obviously there's going to be rebuilding. There's always money in the sidelines that will be put to work to rebuild it. Right? We never step away or back out on helping wherever there's devastation. Right? I think it's interesting to look at. So the market basically is flat here. We are seeing, sharp moves that are short, headline driven, 10-cent moves. The market, the spiders, the futures have been trading super tight. I think more interesting will be what happens coming out of the Fed.
Right, that is hours away from now. Now, do you think that there is some hesitant trade because of what happened in 2013 with the taper tantrum?
You know what? We've seen them be dropping hints about the tapering and unwinding of the balance sheet. We've talked about it before that I think unwinding a balance sheet into a strong market is a good thing. When the market is this strong and there's buying opportunities, anything coming out at a discount will be taken, will be purchased, right? I think what my understanding of today's Fed meeting, that the futures are pricing in a 60% chance of a Fed rate hike in December. Apparently, she may not bring that out on the table because that will sort of tie her into a box for the end of the year, but that there are going to be predictions by Fed governors about what we're going to look at for potential for next year. And they're going to talk about the unwinding of the sheet. I think we are... I don't anticipate anything major coming out of that because they've dropped hints over the last 6 months, right? Each meeting we've had talked about unwinding it, the time frame on which we're going to unwind it. We have a market that is at all-time highs. I don't see it doing that much to the market.
Okay, all right. Well, we will just watch out for that. Like I said, it is hours away from now, and it's so awesome to have you captured on the floor. And happy holiday, Peter.
Same to you.